All right, I'm about probably as excited as I could ever be. Been out here for like 5 hours hiking down this creek bed, and I sat down and I was eating an apple and just thinking, like reflecting on things, and I come over here to this ash tree and looky there, a chocolate baby. So we're gonna scope out this area and see if we can find a few more. I found this old bottle in the woods and it's like its own contained ecosystem. It's really cool. If you've never hiked in Arkansas, then you wouldn't know it, but it is a tangled up mess anywhere you go in the woods. And it's still pretty well wintertime, so you know there's no leaves and stuff. But it's basically like nothing but briars, and it would be very, very difficult to get through here in the summertime. Combine it with ticks, chiggers, and snakes, and you're in for a time. It appears that all my hiking is paying off. I've hiked like 5 miles and found 2 morels. This is only my second time ever coming to this place, so last year we found about 15 or 20 here. So I'm pretty happy. We found 1 chocolate and 1 blonde. I'm gonna leave them to sporulate, and maybe we'll come back in a few weeks and pick them. We'll see what happens. My friend told me that this stuff right here is called devil's urn, and whenever you see devil's urn, that means that morel season is here, and also that they could be nearby. So that's one of the things that I look for. Here's some wild comfrey growing along the Buffalo River. It's used to make a salve, or you can make bandages out of it. Mostly for topical use. And it pretty well grows everywhere in the spring. You can find it anywhere. But when you find good rich woods, you'll find comfrey, and when you find good rich woods, you can probably find morels. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, I think I just stink at finding morels, because I just come through this area a few minutes ago and found one, and here I am again for the second time, and I found 2. One that's all dried out, and then this one. So that makes 3 chocolates in this one spot, and then a blonde at the head of the creek. All right, well, I guess this is my lesson. When you find one, keep looking, because oh my goodness. Okay, I come through here earlier and I ate an orange, and I didn't see a single morel, and now I'm looking around and I see morels everywhere. I was gonna let them all stay and I wasn't gonna pick any, but I literally see like a half dozen morels, and some of them are huge, so I've got to pick them. All right, so I'm gonna pick them, and then I'm gonna let you see what happens. Well, all of my hard work finally paid off. The funny part is I sat down here earlier and ate my lunch and didn't see any morels. I walked a little ways down and saw one. I looked real hard, couldn't find another one. So I walked on down the creek, and then I get to the end and I find a blonde, and I didn't find any more. So I come back to see where I found that morel earlier, the chocolate, and I sit down and I start looking, and I start seeing one after another. And so apparently I found a morel hole for chocolates. It's a new spot and I'm really excited. I've hiked probably close to 10 miles yesterday and today, and this makes it all worth it. It was fun. Well, that black locust is very spiky. Hate to run into that thing. I decided to check this east facing slope, and all of a sudden I found a morel right next to a comfrey plant. So I'm gonna have to sit here for a minute because my eyes aren't very good. See if I can find another one. There's an ash tree pretty close. I found this little baby morel. Look how tiny it is. Well, I looked around a few more minutes and I found this one. I was about to leave, but now that I found this one, I guess I'm gonna look a little bit more. I don't know if the video does it justice, but this hill is very steep. There's a tree up here I have to check. And I've been wanting to say this for a long time because I thought it was funny, but whatever, it's kind of corny. Other places they say, whatever goes up must come down. In the Ozarks we say, if you go down, you gotta come up. What that means is don't go down unless you're prepared to come back up. It's gonna be hard. Bushwhacked for a while, and then I intersected this horse trail, and we've been headed uphill for a pretty good long while. This rock formation is cool. Showed up at my other spot, and I just got out of the truck and I already found these two. My lucky day. Goodness. I done got over here and hit the mother lode. There's 3 more right here. Plus I see one off in the distance over there. 2. So that's 5, 6, 7 that I see right here in this spot just right now. The only issue is they're all frostbitten. That kind of stinks. Thank you again for joining us on an Ozark adventure. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.